I watched Adesanya on the Andrew Schultz podcast. I'm seeing comments about how well he's taken the loss. I don't know, dude. I'm hearing a whole bunch of excuses. Like, he is taking the loss not terribly, but I'm hearing a fuck ton of excuses. Fuck ton of excuses, dude. Why does Adesanya seem like he doesn't care? He does. No. This is the problem I'm having with Adesanya's acceptance of the loss. He's accepting it, but because of this, because of that, because I knew I wasn't 100% there. That's how I can accept it. Like, he's bitching his way out. When in reality, yes or no, he looked the best he's ever looked on the feet. He did. He looked the best he's ever looked. And now all of a sudden, he couldn't even move this leg. Like, he looked the best he's ever looked on the feet in that fight. Like, sharp, crisp, on. His boxing was the best we've seen it. It was just, he was in there with Pereira, dude, and you can't survive him. He'll find a way. Thank you for the 11 months of membership, dude. Izzy said on Ariel's show that he was just waiting on Pereira to gas. That's why he wasn't throwing back when he was rocked. I didn't see that. I haven't seen the Ariel interview. I've seen the Andrew Schultz one, and he was saying how he was still in there and he was fine. And it was his leg that was stopping him from moving. Like, dude, you were fucking rocked. You know what I mean? You were out of there. It was my leg. I couldn't put weight on it, and I couldn't move away. It happened in round 1. Okay, dude. Straight away in round 1. First kick he threw. Hit the perennial nerve. Couldn't feel my leg for the whole fight. Like, shut up, dude. Thank you for the $5, JG Mod Me. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Portan. Botched. Indeed. Thank you for the $5, dude. I don't know. He's doing well by going on the shows and doing all the interviews, but I'm hearing a whole bunch of excuses, man. Like, I'm hearing excuses covered by, but it's all right, though. He did that to me. Like, it's like he makes the excuse and then chucks up, but I'm still humble and accepting it. Excuse. But I'm absolutely okay with it. It's fine. You know what I mean? That's how it goes sometimes. Guru being a hater at this point. No, I'm not, dude. I respect him for even going on shows and stuff, but I don't like the constant fucking excuses. We hear nothing about injuries when fighters win, but as soon as they fucking lose, they start spewing them out of them. So fucking annoying, dude. It's annoying to listen to. You know what I mean? Every time a fighter wins, we hear nothing about anything that happened. But when they lose, this, that. I was going to pull out 3 months before. This, that. I wasn't even hurt. It was just my leg. I'd hit a perennial nerve in round 1. People shit on O'Malley for talking about a perennial nerve. Is he basically fourth version of a perfect fight? Pereira just has a number. Yeah, it's just like you can't survive Pereira. He'll force it. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, if there's extra 10 seconds left in the first round, we're talking different story. And we probably don't hear anything about the fucking injury. The gyno slowed him down. Okay. Your picks are 65% up from 2021, which was 64%. Thank you, dude. Thank you for letting me know. Gaethje was doing the same thing. Yeah, every fighter does it. It's just annoying. But some fighters get shit for it, and others are like, wow, they're so brave. You know, like when McGregor mentioned that he was feeling injuries going into the Poirier fight, and everyone just shit on him. Excuses, lol. Nothing but excuses, again, from McGregor, talking about how he hurt his foot. But then Adesanya says the same shit, and it's like, so brave of him talking about all these things. Like, it's crazy to me. Thank you for the $2. I'm related, but do you think Oliveira is ever champ again? No. He's taken too much damage, and he'll continue to take damage every fight, and there's only so many times you can gamble that. Unless, like, someone else becomes champ. But he still has a good chance against Makhachev, like, just in terms of style, but I just don't think he wins. Listen, anything can happen in a fight, man. So he has a chance, but it's just not likely anymore. He needed to keep the momentum. Thank you for the €2, Lionheart 1906. I want Oliveira McGregor, in all honesty, and I think Oliveira's open to it, and I think McGregor's open to it, and I think that'd be a fucking sick fight. My friend is salty as he lost because he had money on him. Fair play. He's a good fighter. He's really, really good. He's a great of the sport. But still, like, thank for this. Am I wrong? Like, genuinely, not spiteful. Like, I can root for Pereira. Thank God for this. This was epic. Now we get an epic rematch. What do you want? Adesanya to win and then leg kick Strickland to another win. There's another fucking title defense. It's just dead. It was dead for ages. And now it's got some spice. It's fun. Why is everyone like, oh, I wish he would have still been leg kicking to this day? Everyone hated it when he was champ. Now everyone's like, oh, we miss him. Thank you for the $2, Merle Dixon. Media saying Alex was doing nothing before the finish is a joke. Like the Yan fight, they'll talk more about the name than the actual winner. Dude, annoying me, dude. Dude, Alex Pereira was straight winning round one until the last second, literally the last second of round one, where it swayed back to Adesanya in terms of scoring. Round two, Pereira won round two. He just clearly outstruck and won round two. And got a takedown at the end just for the sake of it. Round three, he got beaten 10-9 because he got out-grappled the whole time. Fair play. Round four was like Israel's round. Pretty clear. But Pereira was still in it. And then Pereira was just winning round five and then found the KO. You know? Like, he was in it the whole time. If you look at the stats, this is not like an Usman-Edwards where Edwards has a good moment in round one and Usman just fucking dominates all the other rounds. This is like he was in it non-stop. It's 91-86 on significant strikes to Alex Pereira. He was up on significant strikes by the end of the fight. Fair enough, the finishing sequence comes into that. But he was up on total strikes without the finishing sequence. You know? 23-23 in round one. 20-17 in round two. But Pereira landed way better shots in round two compared to Izzy. And then round three, 14-8. Round four, 20-15. This was like a close fight that Izzy was edging as it went on. You know? And then round five, 28-19. Alex Pereira. He started to do his thing. People are talking like anything can happen. Like, no, they fought each other. And Pereira had the more attrition. And took it later. And won. Thank you very much for the $5. Nancy's Fat Rack. Okay. Jones ducked Rumble with his hit and run. Based off Jones' awful recent fights, big chance he would have gotten knocked the out and he wouldn't be in the GOAT convo. I always thought Rumble was the guy to beat Jones. I never picked it. Well, there's no evidence of it, but I never was picking against Jones ever. But Rumble was like the guy where I was like, this guy's going to beat Jones. Because Jones always got hit by people and Rumble was big and had reach. And I thought he would land on Jones. I thought Rumble would beat DC though. So, because he had a wrestling background, but he just gassed and quit. I was there to witness 281, one of the best events I've ever seen in person. Dude, the walkouts are so badass. I respect Izzy for this. That Saw walkout was so cool. But Pereira's walkout was better just because it's more epic, you know what I mean? But yeah, his Adesanya's walkout was so fucking cool. Thank you for the $5. ITP MMA. Do you think Krause and Sankho did the nasty? Come on, they did. 100%. Oh, God, I'm shivering thinking about it now. Yeah, they did. I reckon so. I do. Good for Krause, man. Taking dubs. Rigging fights and... Yeah, I mean... Clapping cheeks, yeah? You see Aljo say it was an early stoppage and Izzy was pitching a shutdown? I don't understand. I don't get it, dude. It was just like... They are such Adesanya fans. They wanted him out cold. He was going to be out cold. Like all of these Adesanya people that are saying it's early stoppage, saying you should have let him go out. They don't even say he would have survived. No one say that they would have survived. None of them that are saying early stoppage say he would have survived. They all say, oh, should have let him get KO'd out cold. He's a champ. Like down there in front of Alex Pereira, you're getting kneed in the fucking face. Like that's the least brutal way he could have finished it there. And he'll never be the same. At least because it was a little bit early of a stoppage. He'll actually have a chin for the fucking rematch. You know what I mean? Like Now the rematch is more compelling. If he got flatlined, seizing up on the ground because he already got rocked, which is how you start those fucking seizures and real bad KOs, is if you're already rocked and then you get put out cold. Foaming at the mouth on the ground. The rematch is just like, oh, he might never recover from this. You know? Now we at least get like a interesting rematch because his chin's still there. They wanted to see him like Usman. Yeah, but he took better shots than Usman. Well, he didn't get a head kick, though, you know what I mean? Izzy said he wants to fight him 2 more times. I don't think they'll do a yes or no, chat. Oh, well, I can't say yes or no to this. I agree or not, they won't do a trilogy if Israel Adesanya wins the rematch. They won't. They'll move on by then. They won't do a rematch. They won't do a trilogy if he wins the rematch. They'll have Alex fight someone, Izzy fight someone, and then they'll do a trilogy afterwards, maybe. But maybe they'll give like Pereira a good matchup, like Vettori or something, who's just going to walk into him like a spastic and not even grapple. Fun fact, Izzy is 1 and 2 against people taller than 6'2". 6'2" or taller in the UFC. I might have to fucking sign up, boys. I mean, maybe I can make that cut to middleweight. You never know. I've always wanted to see Weidman versus Izzy, but Weidman's too fucking old now. And also, when Weidman speaks about coming back, it feels like you're entertaining a child with Down syndrome, you know? You know, when Weidman speaks about coming back, oh, well, you know, I'll make a comeback, you know? Oh, fucking hell, Weidman. Shut up, would you? Get a grip of yourself and quit. You know what I mean? You ain't coming back. You ain't coming back, dude. Just get a fucking grip of yourself and quit. Be there for your kids, at least. Well, hopefully I'll be able to come back. Thank you for the 8 months of membership. Aljo talking about grounded knee. DJ KO'd by a grounded knee. Aljo said he can't fight 3 times a year. Is he finished his 3rd fight this year? Trend. Aljo's just a fucking bitch of a champ who's had his whole career fluked to his fucking hands, basically. Other than the Yan rematch. But then again, Yan's whole fucking team got locked out of the country. So that is still a bit weird. And even then, it was a split decision. He should have won, though. Oh, thank God Izzy lost. Imagine how fucking dull the UFC would be if Usman just like won that decision against Edwards and Adesanya just won the decision against Pereira. We'd be fucked. No, it'd be so fucking boring. Thank fuck for that. MMA gods. Alhamdulillah. Honestly. Now we got some fun at middleweight and we got some fun at welterweight as well. God, it's fucking dull. I don't know why everyone wants it so much. It's crazy. Thank you for the £2. What fights do you think they'll book for UFC Wales? I'm so glad they're going to Wales because there's a bunch of inbreds there that are going to get inspired to be our MMA fighters. I can't wait for that. And also it's close to Birmingham as well. So that's why they're doing it in Wales. But I'd say they'll get Ian Gary on there because close to Ireland as well. They can get a ferry over from Ireland a couple of hours and they'll be there. So they don't even have to get a flight. But I'd say, yeah, all the fucking, you know the fights. You know the fights. They'll probably do Holloway versus Arnold Allen, in all honesty. There's a lot of fights they'll do, you know. Jake Hadley, yeah. Leon Edwards, Usman. Paddy Pimblett, if he wins, they'll turn him around on that card as well. Holloway versus Allen prediction. I'm going to go with Max West Holloway. No. I'll go on. I'll actually pick. Because it'll be a 3-rounder. I'm picking Arnold Allen, 29-28. Based on the first 2 rounds. I'm going Allen. I think Holloway's done. If it's a 5-rounder, I'll go Holloway. Round 4 or 5 finish against a cage. But I think Allen is going to win a 3-rounder. Max is regressing. I just think Allen's got the slick boxing of Volk that can just like constantly like land on Holloway because Holloway don't move his fucking head. Even though he had that one moment against Cater where, listen, yeah. I've always wanted to say this about that Holloway moment against Cater, dude. Keita was a corpse, a walking corpse in round 5. It was an epic moment and was one of the best moments in a fight in UFC history. But in terms of impressiveness, yeah, Keita was just like please, anything land. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have pulled that off in round 1. Pillow Hands Holloway is not going to finish anyone. Okay. If Pereira is consistent with his jab, I think he'll win easier. Here's what I think about the rematch. And I'm going to make a video about this either tonight or tomorrow. I think from their fight that they just had, Pereira realized more weaknesses on Adesanya than Adesanya realized on Pereira. I think everything Adesanya thought was going to work for him worked for him. But Pereira figured out new things that worked for him within that fight. You know? He made adjustments more because he was kind of a step behind. And he figured out more new things that he'll just start with if they fight again. And I think he wins the rematch. I think he does. Please read my comments. Sorry, what is it? Also, I want to talk about Adesanya's thing with he says he's going to wrestle more in a rematch. He's taken a wrong thing from the fight. He didn't actually take down Pereira in round 3. Pereira went for a takedown on him and got reversed. Every time Adesanya tried to wrestle Pereira, he failed. Pereira tried an outside trip with his body weight over Adesanya pretty much. And Adesanya reversed it on the way down and ended up on top. But every time Adesanya tried to take down Pereira, he failed. If Pereira just doesn't opt to go for the grappling with those sweeps and trips, he'll fucking just stay at range and have a better chance, way better chance. And if he has way more to adjust on that can improve his game. Whereas Adesanya fought his best fight and he lost. Whereas Pereira can go, I'll stay safe at the end of round 1 and play it safe. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go over aggressive at the end of round 1 trying to get a finish. I'll clinch more because I was stronger in the clinch. And I'll start landing the body shots and knees a bit more there. You know? I'll use my jab a bit more when I've got him up against the cage. I'll leg kick a bit more earlier on because I've got his timing on leg kicks. You know? I'm not going to shoot or try any weird trips that could end up with me on bottom. He has a lot more to improve on. Thank you for the $5 PR. What do you think is the key to Volk beating Islam at UFC Perth? Inside leg kicks that he doesn't really bring up, he doesn't put too much into. Tapping inside leg kicks, jabs to the body. So when he's leg kicking, he doesn't put a lot into it in terms of his balance. So inside leg kicks, calf kicks as well. So he doesn't really bring his leg too high up, so it can't be caught. And inside leg kicks, calf kicks, jabs to the body. And then occasionally a jab upstairs. And then if the jab's landing upstairs, you can start right-handing, but you should barely let the right hand go unless it's defensively. He just needs to try and outpoint Makhachev on damage and then just out-scramble him when they're getting up. MMA Guru hates Yair. Heard it here first. Tell everyone you know. Well, he's a roid cheat, blatantly, because he skipped 3 tests. Back to back to back. So, you know. He also is a bit of an annoying, entitled personality, which I don't like at all. He's very unlikable. He's a great fighting style, and I watch every fight of his. Do you think Max Holloway will move to 155? If so, how are his chances against the top 5? I don't think he'll move to 155 yet. Because there must be a part of Holloway that thinks to himself, I'm better than all the other 145-pound contenders, and Volk's 34. You know what I mean? So, Volk won't be around forever. He's 34. You know? So if Holloway just gets 2 good wins at 145, Volk might be done by then. Really. You never know. Well, I don't know if he'll be done, but there might be conversations about him vacating featherweight for good, maybe. You know what I mean? I heard Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez targeted in February prediction. I've got Rob Font. I got Rob Font jabbing his mush off. Pap, pap, pap. The jab is the weakest part of Adrian Yanez's boxing because he doesn't have a long reach. If you look back at the Randy Costa fight, he was getting his face jabbed the fuck off in that fight for like a whole round. Pop, 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 pop. Font will jab his mush off. Yanez power. True. But he didn't have power to do anything to Davey Grant. I know Davey Grant's a tough guy, but who else are we talking about that Yanez has put this power on? Tony Kelly? This all happened with body shots because they can't jab at him and keep him at range. But maybe he'll win. Maybe he'll win. I don't know. You think Izzy's next walkout will be over the top again? No, that last one wasn't that over the top. It was just like a themed walkout. I don't mind it. I don't know what he'll do for his last walkout. For his next walkout. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm so fucking happy that he got finished. Oh, every time I think about it, like, yes, dude, we live in a world where he ain't the fucking champ, dude. It's so fucking good for the sport. So much more exciting. Because even if he wins the rematch against Pereira, he'll take damage and then it makes the other contenders have a better chance. Can't wait for Giga Chad Glover to make Guru Soy rage again. I might pick him. To be honest. Here's what I think. I think Glover thought that if he ended up on top of Yuri, Yuri was fucking done. So anytime he ended up on top of Yuri, he immediately postured to start landing shots and start doing stuff. But I think if he gets on top of Yuri this time, he'll get wrist control. He'll get half guard. He'll just slow it down. Very patient. Don't rush anything. Whereas last time against Yuri, anytime he ended on top, he rushed for something like a finish or a back take or a full mount, and it just ended up costing him a little bit. Volker's a drug dealer impression. So what do you want, a hypo, an ounce, a Z, a Q? Listen, you've had your chance. You've wasted my time. I'm off. You're done. Dude, basically, yeah. Reyes was body kicking. Reyes was f***ing body kicking people. Basically, yeah. Ryan Spann charged forward and tried to KO Dominic Reyes. Okay? Charged in and tried to KO him. And Reyes was throwing body kicks. Like, it's just like, what do you want from him? Like, he's going to get KO'd. Dana said he doesn't want to sign Eddie. Fuck Dana then. But also, no, yeah. Let's do the winner of Armand Saruki and Demetrius Magulov versus Michael Chandler. It's unfair to only put big-name fighters against big-name fighters. That's how you create, like, a fucking contender that nobody's fucking heard of. You know what I mean? You get these contenders that are at the top of the division that no one's fucking heard of because they haven't got any of the big fights on the way up. Hamzat versus Colby. I got Hamzat by oil check. I think Hamzat finishes him in round 1. Colby's too weak. He's a brave man for actually fighting at his actual weight class, but you got to be a weight bully, dude. Sorry. Yeah, I mean. So I'll go with Hamzat Chimaev over Covington. Too big, yeah. Too big, too powerful, and he's a bully. And to beat a bully, you have to have some, like... To beat a bully, you have to have a higher finish rate to be able to stop them. You have to have danger of suddenly being finished to stop a bully. Gilbert Burns has that because he has powerful counter hooks and he has like submissions off of his back and just submissions in general. Covington has nothing off of his back at all. No jiu-jitsu ability other than on top in terms of his control. But even then, in terms of submitting someone on top, he doesn't have it. And he doesn't have any power on his back foot or on his front foot. How does Izzy versus Colby play out? Also, UFC Vegas 65 prediction video coming out after this stream. And Izzy versus Colby. Izzy wins. Colby's too small, dude. Colby literally weighs 180 pounds. at 170 and cuts. Like, he trims himself even up. So he'll probably like walk in the cage about 176, 177. He's not big at all. He'll lose to Adesanya. I need to stop doing that. Thank you for the $2. How would Colby do at 155? He'd be too slow. Too slow, and he'd be too drained. Colby is an unfortunate case of he'd only really be really successful and a legacy building champion if everyone fought their natural weight class. If all of the 55ers fought at 170, Colby would demolish all of them. Other than maybe Makhachev, who knows. But the others, Covington would beat. All right, shut the up about it now. For violence. Any other fights you want to talk about? Jesus. Thank you for the $2 proper. A big one is 400K now. Wow, the sport's done. Dude, ESPN signed a deal for 500K every fucking fight. Every fucking fight, dude. Every pay-per-view, 500K. We haven't gone over it once this year. Not once this year. Ridiculous, dude. ESPN's probably crying to themselves. Losing money on every UFC pay-per-view. Thank you for the $2, Satsui. How do you think a fight Rose versus Lemos goes? I don't know. Dana swindled them. Yeah, he did. They're not getting re-signed to ESPN, I don't think. They're going to have to sign to someone else. Thank you for the $2. Roast Puelles again. Disgraceful fighter. Dude. Claudio Puelles is a special type of bitch. That is the bitchiest performance I've ever seen in my life. He's been doing Muay Thai since he was 13 years of age. 13 years old. He's been doing Muay Thai. He didn't even throw a strike on the feet. Didn't even throw a strike on the feet, dude. Jesus. Pathetic. Thank you for the $2. Proper Puelles reminded me of that guy KSI boxed. True. Pineda. Claudio Pineda over there. Diving on the ground every 2 seconds. Fucking hell. That was embarrassing. That was horrible. And there's not even like a highlight you can find in it either for Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, I knew he was going to win that fight. I want credit for that because everyone else in the know picked Puelles. And I was like, what the fuck are they picking this guy for? He's shit. He's shit. And maybe the injury to his leg would explain why Dan Hooker was so slow with his kicks as the fight went on. But still, Claudio Puelles is f***ing shit at fighting, dude. Speaking of which, Demetrius Johnson might come back to the UFC just for a job. I don't know if anyone else has seen the accounting reports for ONE FC. They are losing money at an excessive rate. An excessive rate, like millions and millions a year. Down the drain, down the drain, down the drain. They are losing money, but I heard that each year it's less. Yeah, it's less each year, apparently. What is it, though? I think they're losing a ton. Oh, this is it. One Championship reports... No, they're not losing. They're losing more and more. One Championship reports record high $110 million losses for 2021. Now $380 million minus in total. They're at minus nearly 400 million. And in 2020, they lost 48 million. In 2021, they lost 110 million. Pay fighters more, UFC. Go in debt and crash and lose yourself as the company. This is why you got to keep the fighter pay what it is. Is the money laundering thing for sure? Yeah, the Yakuza probably involved somehow. Thank you for the $10. Sniff. Can't stand when the loser picks up the winner after the fight. I know, like how Molly did, yeah. It's like they're doing it to say the other one, I'm still strong enough to lift you. True, it is. Thank you for the $10. I mentioned that. It is. Due. Thank you for the $2 BMV. Okay. But yeah, it is. I'm still strong enough to lift you. Look, I've still got strength. You know? And it's just awkward as well because it ends up them being lifted for way too long. Way too long, you know? they get lifted for. I hate it when winners pick up losers, though, because that is just the most pathetic feeling for a loser ever. You know? Where they try to pick him up. That's just fucking embarrassing. Right there. Who is Vic Blends? Motivational speaker. Dude, how the fuck is this guy popular? Who is this? Am I missing this whole part of a world? What the fuck is going on? How is this guy famous? He's a barber for celebrities? Okay. Oh, I fucking hate this fucking motivational speaking shit. Like, just shut the fuck up and work. You know what I mean? This I fucking hate how this guy can become famous. Whatever, though. All good. Good for him. Thank you very much for the $8 Australian. ET was a junkie. Me and the boys were yelling, no, don't, when homie went to pick up Frankie after that rough KO. I know, yeah, I said that as well. I literally said, don't pick him up, because that would be the most embarrassing thing he could have done. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you, Samantha Wilson. He faded up my pubes. He's fire. Okay. Fair play. Anyone catch Izzy giving Goddard head upon being stopped? That needs to be framed at the PI. Yeah. Okay. He's a barber that asks questions, so basically every barber. Here's the fucking annoying shit that I keep seeing with these fucking people on Instagram and famous people nowadays. You ain't fucking do anything. Do I sit here and give inspirational fucking talks? You know what I mean? About how fucking I did this, and like they like you cut hair. You know what I mean? These people acting like they fucking won a war single-handedly. You know? With their inspirational, I wake up every day and I chin. You cut hair and you post once a week of you cutting hair. You know what I mean? He literally posts once a week cutting hair. Get out there and do it. You just got to get out there like I did and the way I came up. And, this dude punched like once a week. No joke, once a week. He cuts hair. Other than that, he posts clips. YouTubers and people that are on social media that make money do fuck all. I do fuck all. You know what I mean? Basically. I go live and I record maybe 2 videos a day. Why do these guys think they're so fucking important, dude? God, it makes me want to fucking... Whatever. Thank you for the 9 months of membership. Guru, is it true you're a large hamster? Anyway, thanks for the stream. Keep it up, Lord Guru. Thank God Izzy lost. Put that left hook in the Hall of Fame now. Okay, thank you for the 9 months. Yeah, I'm glad he lost. I'm not a large hamster, though. Thank you for the $2. Why were you in a boxing ring yelling at Jake Paul? Dude, John Fury is such a meme. It's perfect. I love John Fury, dude. He's such a hideous abomination of a man. It's just so fucking perfect seeing him sprinting at Jake Paul like that aggressively. Anytime I see John Fury on camera, I just start chuckling, you know? Do you think Chandler would have won if he kept it standing instead of taking Dustin down in round 1? No. Chandler would have won if he picked his shots after hurting Poirier instead of just swinging hooks over and over again like a spastic. And if he kept going to the body as well. Chandler's just a bitch. He's not a bitch. He's a tough guy, brave guy, but he doesn't have IQ in the fight. His fight IQ is just negative, it feels like sometimes. I feel like Chandler gets to the point in the fight where he's like, right, how do I lose? How do I make sure I lose this one? And he tries his best to do it. You know? Dude, tearsome for the Vic Blends impression. I love them. Shake my head. I bet, yeah. I bet, cool, yeah. I'm an inspiration to people, you know, because I posted like once a week on my Instagram of me cutting someone's hair, you know? And that shit's tough, you know, because sometimes I wake up that one day a week that I work and I feel like not doing it. But I do it anyway because I know how much I affect people's lives, you know? I bet, yeah. I'm going to go talk to Nick Cannon on fucking TV like I'm special, yo. Mm-hmm. Some people work and they defuse bombs in Afghanistan for a living, but I feel like I can relate to them because the one day I worked this week, it was tough, you know? But I did it anyway for that 2-hour period that I worked for. The rest of the week, I just posted shit on Instagram. I bet. Thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate your $5. Adam Ash, 2-weight glory champ and possibly 2-weight UFC champ because he can beat Yuri. Would he be up there with Cejudo for best combat athlete ever? I think he's already better than Cejudo because wrestling ain't fucking combat. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's like a kind of, but there's not like a, it's not combat. You know what I mean? It is, but it's not at the same time. You know? He was also not just 2-weight glory champ, the first and only ever 2-weight glory champ at the highest level. Now he's a UFC champ. He's already in the mix. If he wins the second belt in the UFC, there's no denying he's the greatest combat athlete ever. He arguably already is. Especially if he like proves that it wasn't a fluke. Mr. Dono, thank you for the 2. I read your fucking Dono flash, man, about, dude, thank you for the Vic Blends impression. I read it. What the fuck do you want from me? I just did a whole fucking impression for it. I'll ban you from the whole fucking stream. I did a whole fucking impression. Oh, sorry, you didn't see it? You didn't see the impression I just did of Vic Blends? Don't even donate, dude, because you ain't well. You clearly just donate and then leave the fucking screen and go take a shit or something. You ain't even here once you donate. What the fuck? I did a whole fucking impression. For $2, I did a whole fucking minute-long thing. The half the chat don't even understand. And you're spamming at me that I missed your fucking dono. Thank you for the membership. Juru's uncle, Rosenberg Feinstein. Appreciate that. Thank you for the... It's not my uncle. Wrestling is a tougher sport to be successful in, especially at Henry's little man weight class. Not the little man weight class. Thank you for the $2. The Jew is going off. Indeed. Thank you for the $2, good sir. I appreciate you. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, wrestling is tough to be good at. But Olympics is like a one-time thing. You know, you compete once, you win the belt, you win the medal once, and then that's it. Whereas Pereira had to be consistently great for a long time. You know, the Olympics is one competition with many stages. You feel me? I'm just waffling as to why not to give Cejudo more credit than Pereira. Thank you for the $2, Flashman. Vic Blends trying to motivate JP Bays after being cheated on. I bet, yeah, you just got to get cucked again, like me. Thank you for the $2. Vic Blends probably gets cucked. I'm so fucking happy about him losing. I walked back into my house after staying up ages after the card to do my videos. And I was going, hey, hop, hey, hop, hey, hop, hey, hop, hey, like that. You know what I mean? And I've been doing the little impression of Pereira throwing his left hook when he comes out. When he finishes doing with his bow. I've been all over it. I'm so happy. Need your best Gary V impersonation? You have so much time. Just fucking hang yourself, man. Marvin New York impression. It's not my fucking fault. I can't do the Marvin one without hurting my voice. He was celebrating Adesanya losing, though. Dude, that might be the saddest shit I've ever seen. He was like laughing to himself. Someone put a camera on him and he was saying like, I'm glad it wasn't me, but I am still happy for him, you know? You're just happy for Pereira to just beat Adesanya. Dude, Vittori, man. I don't. He's at Tiger Muay Thai, yeah. But I just don't think he can ever be a top level guy, man. Thank you very much for the $2. Who has the best chance to beat Alex besides Izzy? At middleweight, Brunson. But I feel like Brunson will get KO'd. No, Brunson does. Just early, immediate takedown. Probably Brunson. But maybe, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. I could see your face since I was watching at the sportsbook, just reveling. Yeah. Some third party posted your reaction. It didn't disappoint. Yeah, probably that Guru lad is the new guy posting everything. Thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate your $5, good sir. Other than that, Whitaker because he can mix it up. I think Vittori would lose to Pereira. Say it to his face. He's 5'2". Like what? I can't say it to his face without getting on my knees, and I won't kneel in front of him. Where can I get in contact with your cousins, Guru? Moicano wants shekels. No. Big Money Moicano. Dude, he needs to change his name. Hanato Money Moicano. He needs to call himself Money Moicano. It makes so much sense now. Hanato Money Moicano, dude. Fucking perfect. No one's more deserving of the nickname Money in the UFC. You know? Look at his Twitter. What's his fucking Twitter? Oh, shit. What new nickname should I use? Hanato Money Moicano. Is that good? Yes. Dude, go and like Moicano's last tweet. He needs to change his name. Hanato Money Moicano. Needs to do it. Money or big money? No, just money. Big money. No, you can say big money, but money is just like, it makes sense. Moicano wants money. Who can't do jiu-jitsu? I'm probably going to go now, by the way, guys. Toodle Pip, thank you for tuning in. I've got a video out on my channel right now, and that video is UFC Fight Night Lewis versus Spivak predictions and full card betting breakdown, UFC Vegas 65. It's on the channel right now. Go check it out. I've posted all of it. Go check it. I've done the timestamps as well. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Go check out the video on the channel. It's the full card predictions for UFC Fight Night Lewis versus Spivak. Go check it out. See you later. Members, go to the community tab. It's Monday.